That song wasn't for single, but you weren't either. Living in Ladera High.
Things nobody told me about motherhood. So what's up, good people, and welcome back to yet another video. If you're new, welcome. If you're subscribed, welcome back. And by the way, my name is Cera Gitau. Yeah, that's a very interesting topic. I know so many people, especially if you're a first mom, these are the kind of videos you look for and you search for. And I remember during my time, I actually, when I was having my first baby, I never got a chance to get videos that were real and told you exactly what to expect when it comes to motherhood. Things are different from around. There are beautiful sides, there are weird sides, there are okay. Just expect anything and everything. And all I can say is motherhood is a beautiful journey, and find a way to make the most out of it. So for me, I've written down a list of like 11 things that I found out when I got pregnant. I remember when I was pregnant, everybody used to tell me how, especially during my first trimester, everybody used to tell me how, oh, everything is gonna be beautiful, you're gonna love it. And yeah, right now I realized that saying that you actually never enjoyed your pregnancy is very much okay, because not everyone gets to enjoy their pregnancy. Not everyone gets to have like a smooth ride. Most people actually get sick since the one of pregnancy till the last day, and sometimes it extends even after months and even a year after you've actually given birth. So here are just but a few things that I mentioned that I thought of mentioning or talking to you guys about. The number one thing that I realized after getting pregnant, or the one thing I've noted about motherhood for me, it's the unexpected physical changes. Hey, don't think that, okay, there's some people who actually have it smooth and don't get stretch marks, don't gain weight that much. But wait, there's so many physical changes that you're gonna go through. Your body keeps surprising you. Actually, mine surprised me till today. I'm in shock. But anyway, so there are physical changes that are gonna change. First of all, for most people, it's you actually gain weight, and there's stretch marks, and you get a hanging belly after you've given birth. There are people who have good genes, but people like me with the genes, they keep your genes, if you know. So first of all, it was meaning the stretch marks that I did not anticipate. I really oiled my belly, my back, because I remember I was told that if you scratch or itch your belly, that's when you get the stretch marks. I did my very best to not itch myself. I used to oil my body. I used cocoa butter. I used shea butter, but I still got the stretch marks. So maybe it works for some people, and maybe it doesn't for others. So for me, it didn't work for me, and I actually got the stretch marks. Or maybe because my stomach stretched way too far, or maybe my skin type, I don't know. But yeah, expect stretch marks and the weird cravings. Hey, you get weird cravings when you're pregnant. So I've had 3 pregnancies. In the first pregnancy, I actually didn't have much cravings, but during the second and the third, I got really weird cravings. And for some reason, when you try and feed those cravings, it actually never works. You will feel like eating, I don't know, pizza, yeah, kayole. And when you drive there and get the pizza, you don't actually want to eat it. So I don't know if that's the emotional part of it, or I don't know how to explain it. For some people actually experience hair changes. For me, people lose hair when they're pregnant. For me, I gained a lot of hair when I was pregnant. I'll attach a photo here so you guys get to see what I mean by that. My hairline was so full during my pregnancy, and for some people they actually lose hair because of the calcium. We lose calcium, especially during breastfeeding, and maybe also when you're during the pregnancy, because your nutrients being divided into your baby gets to feed from you. So he or she, your baby gets the nutrients from meals. So if you're not getting enough, then you might end up being, you know, I don't know, your hair thinning out or being malnourished and stuff like that. That's why when you're pregnant, you're encouraged to actually eat a lot. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Postpartum. Funny or awkward moments during postpartum. Yeah. You know, at times when you're giving birth, like for me, I gave birth through CS, and when you're seated, you don't actually feel the pain. So sometimes I used to do like some random movement, and then I remember, oh, yeah, I just gave birth. So sometimes you just forget. The other thing for me was lack of sleep, where insomnia, especially during the third trimester, and then immediately after I gave birth. So I didn't have sleep at all, and that was like a major problem, because when you don't sleep, your cortisol hormones go up, they skyrocket, and you end up all a mess, because you have to like actually get enough rest. Um, when you don't get enough rest, and especially postpartum, you even can lose your milk supply. For me, I really struggled, especially with my third born. I struggled so much with milk, because I was so sleep deprived. My body was going through a lot of stress through the pain after surgery, and I had to actually get on pills to help with the milk supply. So I expect that to, and then after the insomnia goes away, now the sleep kicks in. Hey, the places I slept, yani me, I used to sleep everywhere I go. Even when during clinic days, on the queue, I'll just fall asleep. We're in a group of people talking. Yani, I used to sleep anywhere and everywhere. As long as usingizi imenishika, oh, you'll just hear me snoring. So I expect that too. So yeah, there's also mommy brain. Because immediately you give birth, or after giving birth, you get the mommy brain. I don't know if this comes from the anesthesia. I really don't know. Or it's just the hormones that uh, your body has to produce immediately given birth. Yeah, but you find yourself forgetting a lot of things. You forget where you placed stuff. You forget. Sometimes you even forget your baby's name. You want to say, like, I have Jermaine in Jerome, and you want to call Jermaine, and for some reason your brain can't actually process his name. You know his name, so that's how it works. So you'll find yourself, not that you don't know something or you've totally forgotten it, but your brain does not process it quick enough like you used to before. You actually get by. Hey, let's talk about the emotional roller coaster. Where we are to date, and right now for my third born, I'm like 1 year postpartum, and I still experience emotional roller coaster, because 1 minute I'll be happy and the next minute I'll be crying. And if you ask me why I'm crying, I don't know. I'll just be sad for no reason and just start feeling, like there's always a surge of emotions. I don't know why. And for my third baby, I cried literally the whole pregnancy. My husband could say something small and I will just cry. Who's calling me? Just a minute. Sorry about that. This is so okay. So I was saying about the emotional roller coaster. So right now I'm currently a whole year postpartum and I still experience those emotions. So it's not easy. It's not why. So I don't know about others, but I heard the worst episodes of emotional episodes after I gave birth this last pregnancy. And that pregnancy is was my daughter's pregnancy. And I don't know if it's with girls' pregnancies. I don't know. But where I used to cry, I used to feel guilty over small things, like for no reason. I could cry about commercials on TV, like I saw a cute animal or an old photo of me or an old photo of my baby, and I was just crying. And sometimes happy tears. I was anxious all the time. So yeah, expect to have like crazy, crazy, crazy emotions. Um, not for everybody, but most people will experience that. So yeah, also your social life changes. For me, my social life changed completely. So if you watch my videos, then you know I'm a stay-at-home mom. And being a stay-at-home mom, you don't actually get a lot of time to go out and all that. Or rather, I didn't learn immediately that. So my social life declined totally. Right now, I'll be in a room full of people that I used to know before, and I wouldn't know what to say. Unless they're talking about kids and the best diaper and where to buy baby clothes or things that just concern clothes or motherhood, I wouldn't have anything to say or contribute. Just that's because I have become like super, super socially awkward. Yeah. And actually, for the past few weeks, I've been really trying to like get myself back when it comes to socializing. Yeah, still not doing a really good job when it comes to that, but we're gonna work through it one step at a time. So you're gonna expect that. So um, most of the time you'll find like your friend will invite out for a date, a dinner, or even just clapping, partying, and you just decline. Not because of anything, but I feel as if when you get birth, you start prioritizing your kids more and your family. So that's what brings about the social life changes. Also, there will be changes on your dating or sexual life. When it comes to intimacy post baby, it's not glamorous. You even forget how to have, sex. You totally forget, or it just becomes like a chore. It becomes hard work. Don't get me wrong. The first few weeks after you've given birth, oh, you're always on heat. Sorry to use that one, but your body is always so much. You're always, but during that time, the doctor anakwambia amekupea limitation. You can't go back to, intimacy unless you finish 6 weeks or a month, or depending on how you give birth or all that. So before that time lapses, I think you find yourself bonding so much to your baby, such that you end up neglecting your husband somehow, or just it just doesn't become important to you. It becomes like a chore, and that is a part where most people actually don't talk about. And it is very, very, very important to actually talk about it. And I think also the hormones that are produced during breastfeeding and all that, they make you not just be in the mood for that. On top of it, if you're also on family planning, you all know that those are some of the side effects of family planning. So there's that too. Oh, now let's talk about self-care struggles. Hey, me, I tell you, after I give birth, I would go even for nearly a week without taking a shower. Yeah, yeah. Don't judge, don't judge. We're not judging over here, but yeah, you totally neglect yourself. You will wear the same t-shirt for even 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks is too far, but yeah. You find yourself not changing clothes, you find yourself smelling like milk. It becomes a struggle. Hmm? I used to get before I gave birth, I will spend like even an hour in the bathroom, just showering and saying and all that. And then after you've given birth, you can go for 3 days without drinking a shower. And the moment you enter that shower, you only spend 5 minutes and you're out. There are those thoughts like when you're out there, you feel like even if you've left the baby with your husband, you know that that is the person who can take care of that baby, if not the best, if not better than you, like to the same level as you. But something in your head just tells you like you're the only person who can take care of that baby. And that was it. I used to do like yeah, it's just a roller coaster. I especially now when the baby is here. You've gotten the baby, they're probably older. How the things like how you used to do your makeup and take your sweet time. Where me, let me tell you, I think one of the things because zimefanya I don't actually go out a lot. It's because of the struggle. Before you get out of that house, when you want to go out somewhere and you think of the struggle that is gonna vitu zitahappen hapo before you actually step out. You just get tired and cancel because preparing those kids is, how do I even put it? You'll be putting on a version to diaper and crawl away. They're crying, they're struggling. You won't even get to do your makeup. If you want to get out of the house maybe 7, you literally have to wake up 3 p.m. 3 a.m. Lazima uamke saa 9 asubuhi. So for you to get things done early, and I'm not saying this to discourage you or make you feel like it's too much. No, like these are the beautiful parts of it. These are the things you'll be talking about later in life or remember them. And you'll be looking back and just being happy and feeling good. So yeah. For me, up to date, I always do my makeup in the car because I can't get to do my makeup in the house. At least in the car, everyone is chucked back, and I get to do it because you're always in a hurry. You're always late to do things. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad mother. It doesn't mean like you're failing in one or another. No, it's expected, especially if you have multiple kids. When you have one kid, life is easier. Life means you are. But until you have multiple kids, then that's where life gets real, you know. Let's talk about fashion and style changes. So as for me, I gained so much weight and I had to literally change my wardrobe. I had to learn how to dress my new body. And let me tell you, buying clothes as a plus size person, it's expensive. I don't know why plus size clothes are so expensive out there. For me, so that I can get a nice outfit that really looks nice and looks good on my body, I have to spend like 2,500 going up, you know. And I remember before I had kids, I was like a size 6, 8, and I would buy clothes. Ningepata na nguo hata 600 bob. I will buy clothes even 600 bob. I will buy clothes to body cons, you know, all that. But right now, you feel. And the reason why, okay, it's not like I can't get clothes for that price, but what matters is how to learn to dress your newborn. For me, I gained weight from my waist going up, my shoulders, my cheeks, my belly got so big, and my underside, from my waist going down, it remained almost the same size, and that's hormonal weight gain. And if I go putting on a bodycon, can you imagine how I look? Hey, yo. So yeah, the fact that I had to learn how to dress my new body became expensive. I had to change and buy almost new clothes. Yeah. And dressing your body, oh, it's the best thing you can do for yourself because you won't feel shame. You won't feel like people are staring. Initially, after I gave birth, I used to feel that way before I actually realized, you know what, I've gained weight. I shouldn't be dressing like this anymore. So you find people staring at you because they'll be like, hey, wait, what is not happening? So yeah, find a way. And also, there is on my first, when you're still breastfeeding, you have to know that when you're stepping out, you have to put on clothes that allow you to breastfeed. Hmm? I've had moments whereby I stepped out and forgot that I had to put on something that with a zipper and opening that will help me breastfeed. And you'll find your ways, yourself hiding in places to just lift up a dress and feed your baby because you're not going to let your baby starve, you know. Or you find yourself having to go home early than you actually planned because your baby wants to breastfeed. So keep that in mind, okay? And especially during postpartum, please put on comfortable clothes. If you want to live in a sweatpants, hey, so be it, or a dera. Me, I used to live in deras and sweatpants and baggy jeans because they were so comfortable. And let me tell you, sweatpants and tees, they're the best to go for because you can get like really nice sweatpants, pants that are baggy, you know, very comfortable ones. And they look nice, like sweatpants. There's no way you can't call it a sweatpants unless you're wearing for that like a very official event or official setup. But sweatpants were my go-to. And there I bought really nice pairs for myself, and I got them, the ones that have a zipper. And let me tell you, when you buy a nice Dera, you will wear your Dera in. That's how I survived it. So, and then there's food realities where, up to date, the moment you have kids, just know their food is not yours anymore. Okay, so when you're serving your plate and you want to put like nice stuff for yourself, oh, unless you do it when your kids are asleep, or they are not in the house because the food is not yours anymore. Get used to eating cold food. Unless you're a super mom. I don't know how you do it, but yeah. Because the moment you start eating, then you remember you have to feed a baby, then you place your food there, then it gets cold. And that's just reality of it. And your cravings don't go away too, even after postpartum. For me, actually, I developed a sugar addiction, and I'm still fighting it up today because I craved so much sugar during my pregnancy, and I fed those cravings to a point it became an addiction. So, yeah. The other thing that I wrote down was where the hilarious part where you mistake, you do like parenting mistakes here and there. Like instead of putting formula for your baby, you find yourself putting sugar. And that's mostly when a little like because of jalala. So you make very many mistakes here and there. You become very clumsy and all that. So if that's happening to you, please don't worry. Most of us have been through that actually. Right? Yeah. But most of all, there are those surprising joys where there will be random moments of love. There will be things that your baby will do. You'll find them so cute. So cute. Most of it was like embarrassing because your baby will do a very cute thing and somebody will come over and you want them to repeat it and they will hang you up. They will leave you high and dry. Okay? So in like those tiny hugs they give you randomly to out of nowhere, they'll come and hug you. Oh, let's talk about the fasts. When a baby makes the first step, the first smile, the first giggle, the first, the first wallet, the highlights for me when it comes to parenting. When they say the first words, no, it's so cute. Anyway, those are things that I didn't know. Mm, and I forgot something. That's about how people make you feel like you are a bad mom or you're not some mom enough just because you gave birth through CS. Please, let no one make you feel like you're less of a mom because you gave birth through CS. It's totally okay. You also went through pain. Huh? Do those people give birth normally? Normal childbirth, VBAC. Do they know the pain you feel after that anesthesia wears off? So yeah, everybody's a mother and we're all mothers enough regardless of how you give birth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more of this kind of content, please don't forget to comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment, and always come back to watch more. Ciao.